Oh, fantastic seventh graders. I'm going to talk you through what I'm asking you to do today while I am gone. I am going to ask you to open up this slide deck that is called America's Early Health Craze, and it's all about the element radium. You can work with a partner. You can turn this, two people can work on this, or you can work on this by yourself. But you're going to examine two sources and you're going to gather some information and then you're going to reflect on what you learn. So the first slide looks like this. This is where there's going to be this video in just a moment, but you can work by yourself or with a partner. So you can work as a group of two. Each person does need to turn in their own finished slides though. So what you're going to do is first you're going to give me some background knowledge. So before you read anything, before you watch anything, what do you know about radiation? Where have you heard about radiation before? Answer that in here. And what do you think radiation does? We've all heard about it, but what does it do? What do you think it does? Then next slide, you're going to be considering some vocabulary using the science dictionaries that are at your table. I want you to look up and write down the definitions of these terms, radiation and radioactive. Now I'm asking you to use your science dictionaries, so please don't just Google it on the internet. I want you to have those definitions that you look up. Next, you're going to watch a video. There's two different videos. They're on slide 5 and 6. And I want you to think about what your iReady score was on your last iReady assessment. If it was a score of 600 or above, you're going to watch source A, which is on slide 5. If you have if you had an iReady score of 599 or below, you're going to watch source B. And then after you finished watching the video, you're going to answer the questions on slides 7 and 8. And then you might want to go back and rewatch something in the video to make sure you write down the best answer. So iReady score of 600 or above is this video here, The Story of the Radium Girls, and you can watch it from, you might need to hit slideshow and watch the slide to be able to open this up, but it is a YouTube video, so you're going to have to sort of trick YouTube and watch it within the slides. If your iReady score was 599 or below, you're going to watch this video on the world's first energy drink, but it goes on, it talks about two different things. You only need to watch the first 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And you might want to re-watch that to make sure you get all the information. When you're done watching the video, you're going to tell me which video you watched. You're going to write a very short 3 to 5 sentence summary of what the video was about. Then you're going to tell me, how was radium used in that example in that video? What problem or issue was it supposed to solve? And was the science used correctly? Explain why or why not. Then, after you watch the video, you're going to read a text. Slides 10 and 11 have links to two different texts. The one, if you have an iReady score of 600 or above, you're going to read source C on slide 10, 599 or below, read source D on slide 11, and then again, there's going to be some questions where you're going to be thinking about that passage. Source C is called Liquid Sunshine, and that link will take you to, I guess I'll open it up this way, will take you here. And you're going to read this about the rise of the radium spa craze. If, however, you've got an iReady score of 599 or below on your last assessment, you're going to read this one, which is about when science turned deadly, the story of the radium girls. So after you've read it through, you're going to, oops, got to change this to reading. You're going to sorry, you're going to Tell me what you read. Again, write a short summary about it, and then tell me how was radium used in that reading, or in that example. What problem or issue was it supposed to solve, and was the science used correctly? Then, the next to last thing, you're going to think about, well, what were the implications of how people used radium? What were the short-term impacts on people for using radium, and what were the long-term or harmful effects of using radium? And finally, how did people's understanding of radium change after the events that you read about and that you watched? Finally, I want you to reflect. In the modern age, on social media, I want you to think about videos or claims you see on social media, diets, medicines, cures. There's always something. This is what's going to cure cancer. This is what's going to make you feel like this, or this is what you're going to use to cure whatever ailment you have, or whatever, if you're like depression or anxiety or whatever. So I want you to think about the videos or claims that you've seen, and I want you to give me an example. Give me a modern example where people make a claim about a health fad, and then they try to sell their cure or their videos. Give me an example here, and I want to know, what's your reaction to these videos and claims when you see or hear them. They're out there. And then that is it. It's going to keep you busy all period. Do your best, and I can't wait to see what you write about.